Julia is in Kilburn. Julia, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. How are you? Yes, I just have a question. I'm in a contract with a company that provides my internet and television. I'm going to be moving, and they are not going to be able to provide that service in the new area. And they said because I'm breaking the contract, I have to pay £250.
Right. When you say they can't provide the service in the new area, is that because they're cable and
they don't have,
or
yeah,
fibre?
there's no cable. There's no. They don't have the wiring in that area.
Are you on a minimum term, Julia?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
You think so? When did you take out the contract with them?
December.
Right. So you almost certainly will be on a minimum term. Do you happen to know whether it's a 1 year or 2 year minimum term?
I believe it's 1 year.
So you've got about 6 months left of the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how much do you pay a month?
£30.
£30. So 6 months at £30 is 180, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why are they saying 250?
Because I originally, when I was going to move, I contacted them earlier to find out, so it was a lot more money.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to say this, Julia, but I think they're going to be in the right, and I suspect you probably know they're in the right as well. If you sign up to a broadband or any sort of contract with a minimum term, with a 12-month minimum term, and then you say, I'm not going to continue paying you for the 12 months I've promised to pay you for, you're in breach of contract. And you might have the best reason in the world. The reason might be that you're moving house to an area they can't cover, but you're still in breach of contract because you promised to pay them from that address for 12 months. So I hate to say this, Julia, but I think they are entitled to levy a charge. Now, most organisations won't demand every penny. They'll demand, say, 75p in the pound. And maybe they will. If there's £180 now outstanding on the contract, maybe they'll take 125. I don't know. But they are entitled to be paid their £30 until next December, I'm afraid, Julia. What makes you think that you can get out of the contract?
Well, because they don't provide the service in the area.
Well, they never promised to, did they? I mean, you're in Kilburn. Where are you moving, Julia?
Milton Keynes.
So at the time you took out the contract, did they tell you they had service in Milton Keynes or promised to provide service in Milton Keynes? I assume not.
No. I wasn't aware that I was going to be moving back then.
Yeah.
That's why I took out the service.
Yeah. Julia, I'm really, really sorry. I fear you may be paying for broadband twice for about 6 months to two different companies, but it's one of the knocks of life. In the scheme of moving house, it's relatively inexpensive given the massive eye-watering costs when you move house, but I do understand it's frustrating. Good luck with the move, Julia. Thank you so much.